Okay, there we go. We're all set.
Woohoo! So tonight, welcome to the Everyday Woman. We are having this amazing class, and I'm super excited you're all here. I am Angela Giles, and this is Galit Ventura Rosen.
Hi, everybody.
We are going to be talking about unique ways to stay busy.
So Angela and I thought after 3 weeks, this is our fourth class, after 3 weeks of all this serious stuff, it would be fun to have a fun class. So tonight's really going to be about giving you a lot of information. More than anything, what I want all of you to know is we're going to be emailing out. If you're watching in replay, you probably already received it. But if you're watching, you're going to get an email with a PowerPoint. And the PowerPoint is going to have the links to all of this. We're probably providing you with like 40 links tonight. So please don't worry about that while you're watching. And that'll give you direct access and resources to everything we're covering tonight. All right, take it away, Ange.
So a little bit about Everyday Woman. Everyday Woman is a woman's movement that Galit and I, it was our brainchild. It was our passion project. We came up with it in October. We're so excited about it. Basically, it's here to support and uplift women to become the very best version of themselves. So I want to share with you, we have so many free resources that you can take a look at. If you go to everydaywoman.me, we have a podcast, we have a TV show, we have a free daily planner that's like over 100 pages that you can download. We have different programs, we have printables, we have a community. I mean, we have a book now. There's just so much really cool stuff there. So I encourage you to go there. We even have jewelry too. Some beautiful jewelry. So
inspirational stuff. So it's always fun.
It's very fun. So we encourage you to go to our website. And so let's dive in. So who are we? Well, that's Galit, and I'm Angela. I'm a mom. I have 3 kids like Galit does, all teenage boys. Well, one's 20 now. I've been married to Alan for 21 years, and I have 3 dogs. And I do marketing online. I love marketing online. I love helping my clients, get their brand recognition out there. And I've been doing that about 18 years. So Galit, why don't you share about you?
Absolutely. And Angela always forgets to talk about our awesome blog.
Oh, yes.
Tell them where your blog is, because there's so many great free resources there as well.
Yeah, so I blog about, it's Angela Giles with a G, .com/blog. And I blog about marketing, entrepreneurship, bullet journaling, because it's all about productivity when you're a marketer, because you have a lot of clients, you got to make sure they're happy. So I'm all about bullet journaling. There's a ton of free resources on my blog. If you ever want to know anything about being an entrepreneur or marketer, go there.
Yay, thanks, Ange. My name is Galit Ventura Rosen. I've been a resident of Las Vegas for 34 years. I have 3 kids as well. My baby is 16, which is so not okay. I have 2 dogs, 2 bunnies, and a conure, which is a companion bird. I own a commercial real estate company for over 25 years, and I'm also a professional speaker business coach. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and let's dive in. Oop, we don't want to go backwards. We probably should go forward. There you go. So I'm going to get started with this because one of my favorite things is mindset. I wrote a book called The Successful Woman's Mindset, and I want us to first get started with us being in the right mindset. What does that mean? You're open to learning, you're open to new ideas, and you're open to having some fun. That's really what it's about. But what we want to cover first before we get started is the stay-at-home mindset. Right now in this moment, if you're watching it in replay later on, yay. But if you're watching it in this time period, we're all living in a state of uncertain times. We don't really know what our new norm is going to be. We're just working at getting along, being home way more than most of us are used to. What I want you to really think about is what can put you in the stay-at-home mindset. So I had somebody earlier today that I spoke to say, I'm getting really in this dreaded place where I'm just staying in my pajamas all day and I'm not getting anything done. So what I decided to do is every morning I'm going to wake up and I'm going to have a schedule. Huge. Maybe fix your hair, put on your makeup. You don't have to. Change your clothes when you wake up in the morning, go for a walk, do something. But if anything, have some kind of routine. Mm-hmm. We flourish as humans when we have a routine. And make sure that you have a daily schedule with some flexibility. Try to input some new things. I'm all of a sudden painting and crocheting and doing all these. Oh, I started a garden. So you want to start implementing some new things that you can do within the confinements of your safety. Now, if you're someone that has to be out of the house because you're an essential employee, you more than anything want to include some kind of schedule that includes self-care. When you're planning something to look forward to every day, it's exciting. So I take my time and I say, okay, today I'll do one thing new. Then tomorrow I'll do one thing new. So I don't do all the new things in one day, and then I have nothing new to do tomorrow. Focusing on the positive in your life at this exact moment is huge. For me today, I was so excited about my hot shower. I just stood in my shower, right, Angela? Angela and I are like, I go, Angela, I don't remember the last time I showered. I probably should shower. Yeah, pretty much what's happening right now. And I stood in the shower and was just so thankful for my hot shower. Be cautious with media. Be cautious. I don't watch any news, but I always know what's happening through the sources that I need to. Be cautious. Make sure you take disconnect times where you recharge, because it can get overwhelming. Find alone time to recharge. For a lot of moms out there and a lot of family people that are full in their houses right now, that means getting up before everybody else. That may mean staying up later than everybody else. That may mean taking a longer shower than you usually do. Please find time to recharge. And don't focus on the time left in your self-quarantine. Focus on how far you've already come. I'm excited that we're already 2-3 weeks in. I don't focus on how much longer we have left. It makes it easier for me. And think about exciting things you can do when this is over. What's the one thing? For me, the first thing I want to do is drive to a beach, because I'm not near a beach. Angela, what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of this quarantine?
I'm going to go out for dinner with my husband.
See, there you go.
And to a movie.
And to a movie. So think about some exciting things you're going to do with yourself, with your friends, with your significant other, with your family, and make sure that you really think about that and keep that on in your mind. Angela, go ahead.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is online free classes for adults. So there's this really cool thing called Code Camp. It's free. If you're interested, or you know anyone interested in coding, there's 2,000 hours worth of free curriculum there. I was just so excited, because this is something I actually want to do, is learn how to code someday. So I love that. This is great for, like, you know, people that are very analytical. So it's very cool. There's Coursera for Campus. There's 3,800 courses and 400 different specializations. So this is based on if you're actually enrolled in certain universities, but I believe they also have things that you don't have to be. So go check it out. The CS50's Introduction to Computer Science. So if you're interested in computer science, I can't even pronounce this. I think it's Duolingo. You can
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
These are just a bunch of great links you're going to get. So go for it,
Yeah.
Ange.
So this is, you can take a new, it's like an online language class. Like you can, there's a whole bunch of languages. Now this other one, Hello Talk, I am thrilled by this, because I used to sell on Amazon back in 2015. And on Hello Talk, you can talk to people that are native speakers. So I was actually on there learning some basic Chinese words so I could speak to my Chinese people that were in the factories making my product. And it was so much fun. I loved it. So I encourage you to go on that if you want to learn a new language or practice a language that you might be rusty at, okay? Yoga with Adrienne. She's got, they're free. It's fun yoga classes. She's huge online. She's on YouTube. Go check her out. And then Food 52 has a ton of cooking classes. So these are all fun. And the reason we pulled all these together is we wanted to give a variety, because you're all different. You all have unique talents, unique different things. And here's what's really cool. When you go to these different sites, you may see other things advertised, so you can click on links and go to other sites that have free stuff. So this is our, you know.
And one of the neat things that I found online is that they have free classes at Ivy League schools.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And some of them are self-guided,
mm-hmm.
and some of them are online start dates and end dates.
Well,
and
I want to share that.
So cool.
Yeah, it is. My son, actually, he's 20, just got accepted into Harvard's online school that starts April 20th or 21st or something. So yes, it is true.
Everything that we're sharing with you has a free component. Everything we're sharing today has almost all free. There are some courses that cost money, of course, if you want to get credit and stuff like that. But this was my favorite. I mean, we're going to be going through some really fun things, but this one was my favorite. We're going to be having a few slides for kids because a lot of people have kids that are part of our community. And by the way, this is age ranges. So it's not just little kids. So we're going to go through this quite quickly, but I want you more than anything to know that there's some really great content out there for anyone that has children. One of the things I just came about that isn't on here is for those of us that are a little bit older, if you remember Reading Rainbow, the gentleman that came up with Reading Rainbow, I think his name is Laverne. He actually is offering reading for free every week, I think on Twitter, for every age group through young adults. So it was just kind of cool. And another thing you could do is go to readingrainbow.com and check that out for your kids. They have all the old episodes on there, which is really fun for a lot of us that grew up with that. So just real quickly, teach children how to read. You've got the National Geographic, games, videos, and animals. Scholastic Learn at Home, a lot of us grew up with that. They've got projects to keep kids reading and learning, making it fun, math games. You've got Khan Academy that just has a bunch of free learning classes. And then Mystery Doug is short 5-minute videos to get your kids asking questions. So there's a lot of great resources here to put into the curriculum for your kids that's fun, that can keep them learning while they're out of school.
Ah, my favorite. Woo! I'm queuing up to do. So here's the thing I will share with you, because we're at home. You know, I work from home like Khalid does part of the time. I work from home full time, always at my home. And I struggled for a long time to like just get into the group, but now that's my thing. So here's what I will share with you. If you want to learn something new, or you want to just get one project done, you know, during the day, focus on one thing that you want to accomplish for the day when you're at home. Then what you do is you come up with 3 small sub tasks that are underneath that one thing that will help you get that one thing done. Don't come up with any more than 3, just 3 things that will help you get that one thing done, okay? So whatever that thing is for you. And then this is the technique that I use, and it's so much fun. In fact, I even have a timer. I should have gotten it out. It's too far away from here, but it's called the Pomodoro technique. And it's fun. What you do is you have a little like kitchen timer, or you could do your clock on your phone, but I always use this old-fashioned timer. You set it for 20 minutes, and that's all you focus on. Like literally whatever that thing is, that subtask or whatever, you just focus on that. You can also use a Pomodoro technique outside of the one main task. So say you have a to-do list, right, of all these things like laundry and blah, 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 blah. You set aside 20 minutes. That's all you're going to focus on. Everything is shut off, your phone, your Facebook, your kids, everything. And you focus on your laundry for 20 minutes, or you focus on, you know, putting together that meal for 20 minutes. And it's really nice because you're centered, you're present. If you're going to say, for example, you're home with your child and you want to focus just on them for 20 minutes, put your phone down, put everything away, and you focus. And it's just, you get so much more done. You never do more than 8 Pomodoro 20-minute sections per day. And it helps you stay super present and you don't get distracted. And it works very, very well. So I wanted to share that technique with you. I personally have shared this with several of my clients over the years, and they all love it. I've never had one person say it doesn't work for them, because it's just short little bursts of time. So,
and I love that method. I know that one of the biggest challenges right now where we're at today in this time period is people are challenged with staying motivated and actually doing things, because all of a sudden they have all this time and then they are home and it's comfortable at home, and most people aren't used to working from home. And I love this method because you wake up in the morning. Remember, at first what we talked about was your mindset. Have a daily schedule. Well, the schedule would include the things I want to get done today, and then you're going to use Angela's method, which will keep you focused. And there's a statistic out there, something like it takes 38 minutes to get back to focus after you lose it. So doing something like this, make sure you don't get tired of what you're doing and bored. Now, sometimes you want to do it longer, which is fine, but this is really more just to keep you not getting bored and not losing focus.
And I will say just one quick thing before we move along to another slide, Khalid. I always say after you're done with your 20 minutes, stand up, go stretch, do something for like 3 to 5 minutes before you sit back down again.
I love that. That's something we forget to do when we sit all day. I've been wearing my Fitbit religiously because it yells at me every hour to get up and do steps. And I love that because I get so focused, I lose track of time. And so I go outside and I walk. I do laps around my pool now. It's so funny. I've realized 3 laps is 100 steps. So now I know 100 steps each time I go out there.
Very cool.
Yeah, or run up and down the stairs. I run up and down the stairs so many times in a day because it's just something that gets my blood flowing. And we both know that if you don't get it going, you fall asleep, you get tired, you're not as motivated. So this one is really fun. I found these links. Actually, it's one link. This is a bunch of philharmonic performances, symphonies, operas, ballets, and some people really love that. So the first part of that is all the different ones that are actually listed at that link. Now, Broadway shows are also listed at that link as well. Now, Live Nation is not listed at this link. Now, if you're a concert freak like I am so missing my concerts. I go to 2 a month live. Live Nation is offering live concerts almost every other day. So just go to, I think it's livenation.com, and look at their schedule, and they're free. And people are doing these concerts from their homes, which is the coolest thing. There was an iHeartRadio event last week where the Backstreet Boys were in 5 different homes. Now, of course, it's pre-recorded and it's not live, but they still did it. 5 different homes, 5 different people singing on Zoom. And it was so cool to watch. So if you're missing your music, your ballet, your opera, your symphony, or Broadway shows. I also saw that Andrew Lloyd Webber is offering his Broadway shows. It's not through this link. If you Google that, he's offering them on YouTube. So you want to keep track and put them in your calendar just like you're going out.
Museums. Woohoo! I love this. So Alan, my husband, and I went to New York in October for his birthday, and we went to a few different museums. It was like super amazing. In fact, Lee and I were in New York a few months before that and went to a museum. So here's a list of museums. There's a Guggenheim, if you like modern art in New York, Whitney Museum of Modern Art. I mean, there's the Modern Art Gallery in London, the Louvre. Oh my gosh, if you haven't been to the Louvre, or if you have, go check this out. It's just amazing. The link is down there. I love the Louvre. I've never checked out I can't even say that, the Amsterdam Rijksmuseum, Van Gogh, National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., Smithsonian National Portrait Gallery. I mean, these are like top of the line, amazing museums. So right now, if you have some free time, this is perfect for you to go check it out. If you're a museum lover, if you love paintings, if you love art, just all the old periods, or if you want to teach your kids, like show them some of this, I think is really important. My husband is an art lover, and he's always trying to get our kids interested. So I think this is perfect where we can show them, hey, let's check out the Guggenheim. Like, it's just cool. So
a lot of the links that we're giving you actually have virtual tours.
Yeah.
That's the key. So you're not just going to a website and, oh, well, let me see what the museum offers. No, they're actually virtual tours. So it's really neat because it gives us an opportunity to feel like we're out, which a lot of us, I know myself, is missing that. This one is one of my favorites because it's the national parks. And this link below has virtual tours that are 3D to visit a lot of the national parks, which I think is so cool. Now, I personally have had the pleasure of being at probably like 3 or 4 that are just on this list. Now, I didn't list them all. There's 32. This is just a few of the big ones. So take a look at this. You could do a really fun thing where your family or you or your kids sit in front of the computer or connect it. A lot of us have smart TVs, so you can get on your smart TV and you can actually go through it like you're there. I know when my kids were little, I visited the Yellowstone and Yosemite, and I've been to Bryce, Zion, and Grand Canyon many times, but a lot of these I've never been to. It's also something that you could possibly plan as a trip for later and say, oh my gosh, we love the virtual tour so much. Let's go ahead, kids, and plan something for the future when it's a good time to travel.
Zoos and aquariums. Zoos are fun. There's a lot of fun for little kids, I think. So if you look at this link from goodhousekeeping.com, it has different tours as well. So there's the Cincinnati, the Atlanta, the Georgia Aquarium, which is, I'm excited. The Monterey Bay Aquarium, I've actually been there. The San Diego Zoo, I've been there several times. I think you have too, Galit. The Shed Aquarium. So basically there's a variety of aquariums and zoos. We encourage you to check it out. Like I said, children, I think, would love zoos. My husband loves animals, so he would enjoy something like this. It's nice.
Yes, and what I like about it is each time you go to the site, there's actually ways where you can do activities with the kids. If you go to the kids, it could be just you, it doesn't matter. And you sometimes I like to do the kids' activities. You print them out for them. There's all kinds of neat things that are on there. I did want to mention that one of our guests wrote in the chat that Andre Bocelli, which I knew about, is giving a solo performance Sunday at 10 a.m. on YouTube. So there's a lot happening as well on YouTube. If you guys want to type in like live concerts, and it'll bring up a schedule, or go to Google and type live concerts. That's a little side note aside from the zoos and the aquariums. Theme parks. So I found that at the same link where the goodhousekeeping.com has a lot of great virtual tours. You've got Walt Disney World, Legoland, and SeaWorld there. So if any of you are missing Disney like me, we usually go to Disney twice a year. Even though my kids are older, we still love it. We go to Disneyland because we're on the West Coast. And you can go ahead and check out the theme parks. And there's also activities and things to print out as well.
Fitness studios, virtual classes. How cool is this? So I'm telling you, if you want to get fit right now, all the people I know, they're like, I'm eating too much, I'm packing on some pounds. So right now, free virtual fitness classes. I mean, Orange Therapy, 24 Fitness, Pure Bear, Barry's Boot Camp, kickboxing, yoga, workout videos. I mean, you can also find some on like Roku, YouTube, Amazon Prime. We use a lot. We use Netflix in my house. So there's just such a variety here that you can look at. So go check out the link. And then if you want to get your fitness going, and, woohoo.
And I actually suggest that you add it to your daily schedule. What I do on the days I work out is I wake up, take off my pajamas, and put on my yoga pants. I call them my yoga pants, but they were my workout pants. And so I almost feel bad because I'm in my clothes all day if I don't do something physical. Again, I use an accountability. I use my Fitbit. So whatever works for you. A lot of people have the apps on their phone, the health apps and stuff. It's really great. The other thing that I'm like Angela, Amazon Prime, I go through and I pick all the free stuff. So you go up to search and you search on Amazon Prime the type of classes you want to take. So I have a whole variety from weights to yoga to dance to boot camp. And I save them, and then it's easier to find them in your watch list. And so that's another thing that you can do if you have Amazon Prime. Roku has a bunch of free stuff too, just like Angela said. Some of these fitness locations or fitness companies have class passes. So a lot of them are offering free classes as well, but some of them you could pay $30 and have access to their live classes that their instructors are doing from home. This area really is about field trips. So this is a place where you can go, this link that actually does field trips for the kids, which is so cool. And I won't go through all of them, but it shows a lot of neat places. For example, the Great Wall of China, I've never been. So it's really fun to go to this link. And if you go on this link, then there'll be a link for Great Wall of China. The U.S. Space Museum, which is so cool. I've been lucky enough to go. And you want to make sure that you make it an activity for yourself or for your kids and your family, but it's another way to pass the time. So you're doing something that's together as well as engaging.
Well, and I love this too, Galit, because I think once again, you can, if you go do these cool things, like I'm going to go check out the virtual tour of the Great Wall of China. I've always wanted to go see that. So then I can plan a trip down the road. I think this is really, really cool.
Yeah, me too.
Great memories. It's making great memories in a time that's scary for some people.
Yes. And I think for me right now, I like my little bubble. And my little bubble is my home, my shelter, my safety. And the idea that I get to do things that kind of take me out of the reality, because what's happening right now is not, is really uncertain. And so for me, when we were doing the research, Angela and I, we enjoyed it so much because it was also for us. Now we have everything in one place.
I know.
Yeah. Go for it, Ange.
Travel around the world. Okay, Gleet and I, we both love to travel, right? So you can travel around the world from home. So there's Ireland, Boston. You can choose any city and go travel. I love this Canadian farm tours. I grew up on a farm, so I think that's fun. And then Gleet, can you talk about the virtual flat Stanley?
Absolutely. Okay. So Global Game Plan, I'm going to be honest with you, is my sister-in-law's company. And she actually helps people put together itineraries and stuff. It's very cool. She put together these blog posts. I'm like, I have to have them for the class. If you guys know what Flat Stanley is, if you have kids, you know, it's just basically a cutout of this character called Stanley. There's books and stuff on it. It's really fun. So basically what you do for the kids is they print out the Flat Stanley from this link, and then they travel and they stick the Flat Stanley against the screen, take the picture of him visiting the location they're virtually checking out, and then you share it on social media. And there's all kinds of handles and stuff you'll see in this link. But it's just a really fun way for the kids to do an engaging activity. And when you do the Flat Stanley, you actually draw him and color him in and make them your own, put on an outfit and so on. And the neat thing about all this travel around the world is you can make a date night and go to Ireland. One of the places that Angela and I have been talking about doing as couples is Ireland. I've never been and I can't wait to go. And
I've been once and it's super beautiful.
Oh, I know. That's why we've talked about it. Ireland is just full of green and beauty because I've done the virtual tour and I just love nature and I want to go to Ireland. So for right now, the virtual tour is going to do. So, and there's a lot more tours and places to visit on here. All right, Ange, go ahead.
So everyone, we are really happy you made the time tonight out of your schedule to meet with us, Everyday Woman. So we have some treats for you. Number one, we have our Everyday Woman Manifesto. You can go to everydaywoman.me and download it. This can be a screensaver on your computer, on your iPad. I actually have it on my phone, or you can print it off because Gleet actually has it printed. And it's just fun. We're here. We're a sisterhood. We're here to lift each other up and support one another and help you become the best version of yourself. So if you see this every day, it'll remind you.
And that's what you're seeing on the screen, just so you know.
Yes.
Angela and I, when we created the company, we wanted to put together something because, first of all, I'm so obsessed with quotes. I'll show you before we get off the call with my camera what my walls look like. It's insane. And there's only one wall. I've got 3 more that you can't see. But we wanted to put something together that really embodied what we believed Everyday Woman was, what Angela and I are, what I am, what so many women that we are connected to are. So when you read this, it really is about you.
Mm-hmm. It absolutely is. So we'd love for you to learn a little bit more about our community, come in and help support each other. You can go to Facebook and type in Everyday Woman. Instagram is everydaywoman.me is our handle. You can visit our website, everydaywoman.me. We have, like we said, the free manifesto, a free daily planner. It's got over 100 pages. There's jewelry, there's workshops, there's programs. And this is what I'm so excited. I got to share, yay, our brand new book. In fact, Gleet, do you want to share the book? Yes. So it's all about you. So what we're doing is we are starting a book club. Yes, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And we're starting a book club on April 14th. It will be at 6 p.m. on Tuesday evenings Pacific. And you are invited to join our book club. Our first book we're going to be going through is this incredible new book. It's a 15-week journey where we're going to be taking a chapter and diving into each chapter all about you. And we're going to be discovering some things. So do you want to share with them, Gleet, some of the chapters?
Yeah, so what we want to share with you more than anything is the book club is free.
Yes.
We're going to be offering a Facebook group called Everyday Woman Book Club, and we're going to be offering a Zoom link for you to join every week for 15 weeks. I think we're doing it on a Tuesday night, if I'm correct,
Tuesday
at like
night at
6
6.
p.m. Pacific.
Okay.
It won't be longer than 30 minutes. We're all busy. It's really about the fact that we want women to really focus on themselves. So when you look at these sections, there are more sections than chapters. I'll just read a few. You are enough. You are uniquely you. You make your own path. Are you seeing? They're over here on the manifesto. You are your own hero. You are a hard worker. You empower the women. There's 14. And I'm sorry, it's not 15, it's 14. That's on me. But basically what we're doing is you can buy a book for $5 or $15. It's not expensive. $5 for the Kindle, $15 for the hard copy. The only reason we're asking for that investment is because we want you to have this for the book club, but you're getting 15 weeks of free classes with it. How can we do that? Because we just want to give, so you can focus on being the best version of yourself, all about you. And the last thing I want to say before we stop the recording, and if anybody wants to jump on and say hi, is please make sure to find the private group that's free to join. It's called Everyday Woman, and it'll be the group. That's where we're posting all the recordings. We have 3 more before this as well, plus a lot of the worksheets and all the different things that are associated with what we're offering you. Ange, is there anything else you want to say?
I was going to say,
recording?
I just wanted to go back to the book really quick. If you are interested in being part of the book club, just look for Everyday Woman Book Club on Facebook. But if you want the, join and then get the book, go to everydaywoman.me/book. And you'll see there's the Kindle version and the paperback version, and you can get it there. So we're very, very excited. We already have women that are in this class in this free workshop tonight are actually already part of the book club. So it's very, very exciting, and we're excited to see you there.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we're excited to keep connected to you. We're here for you, and our goal in life, Angela and mine, is to just empower, uplift, and show every woman out there that it's possible to be what you want to be for yourself, and to take care of yourself as well as take care of all the people that you love. So thank you.